What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley, and in this video we are talking about your trading mindset. Anytime you sit down at your computer and you're going to trade options, you're going to trade stocks, or you're even just going to make an investment, what should you be thinking about? What kind of mind space should you be in when you're making those trades? Let's jump right into it. First thing is, this is the most important factor of your trading. This is more important than any secret indicator or any trading strategy or any knowledge that you could have. It is your mindset when you step into the trade, making sure that you're in a healthy mindset, you're in a clear space, you're clear decision making, and you're ready to go for the day. That is the most important factor in your success or your failure when it comes down to trading. So two of the things that I found really help me out anytime I'm making trades and anytime I'm going to sit down at my computer is, one, have a morning routine. So I wake up, I have a bagel and orange juice every single morning. I watch a little bit of news. I try and water the garden. I do a little bit of a morning routine before I get up and before I sit down at my computer so that I have some consistency in my day. I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go by the time I hit the computer, and I'm not going to have to take a break in 20 minutes to eat or use the washroom or do whatever. I can sit down and I can actually focus on what I'm going to do. Secondly is find a trading routine. So I have a very specific routine that I go through on a kind of a day-to-day basis when I sit down. I look through the same 30 or 40 stocks every single day. I annotate them. I decide what I'm going to do. I read some of the news. I look at what's happening in the market. And then usually in the afternoon, I'm making my trades. If I'm swing trading, if I'm day trading, it's a little bit different technique. But that is basically the same routine that I go through every single day. Is the same 30 or 40 stocks, annotate them, read the news on those stocks or anything that I have interest in, and then execute my trading plan from there. So what you need to do is find those two routines, a morning routine and a trading routine, depending on if you're a trader, a day trader, a swing trader, or a long-term investment kind of maker. You need to decide on what your routine is going to be, but it is important. Secondly, options. Options are much riskier than stocks. You need to understand that. You need to be aware of that. The swings are much higher. So you either need to be prepared for that by hedging it, implementing stop losses, or having both buy and sell opportunities to limit your risk. Or you need to be able to handle that risk and be able to moderate it and have small positions of your portfolio in options so that no one position is going to set you offside or unbalance your position or make you uncomfortable with your holdings. Secondly, you will not win every trade. You need to be aware of that. You need to understand that, and you need to handle it like a champion. You need to be able to take a loss, walk out of the gym, take your bag, pack it up, and go work out the next day and get back at it and practice your craft. You need to be able to walk out of that gym. You need to be able to walk out of that trade like a champion. You need to understand that you took a loss. You need to understand why you took a loss, how you can change and improve your strategy and get back out there and make another trade. But you also need to make sure that that loss was not too big. You do that by implementing a stop loss, hedging your trades, small positions, and asset allocation, making sure you're in the right stocks, the right type of assets. Profits. This is the big thing. You don't make money unless you sell or close that trade. If you're buying put or buying call options, you need to sell in order to get out of that trade and make money. It is not real money until you have exited that trades. Exit bad positions early. That's another thing, is if you're in a bad position, you get in 2 days in, you're not feeling good about it, the signs aren't there, but you haven't maybe hit your stop loss, get out of it. Like, don't wait for it. Get out of it. Get back in if it completely turns around, but get out of it. If you don't feel good about it, get out of that position and go find a position that you do feel good about. Do not sit in these bad positions that are going to make you worried and stressed overnight. Go get out of them, take the loss, take the hit, and go find a position that you are happy with. Thirdly, you only make money when you close the trade. Like, this is literally the most important thing, is all these people like talking about the shares they're buying and how I'm an owner in Tesla and I'm an owner in Apple and all these different things. But the truth is, like, the only time you get a payday is when you're not an owner in Apple or you become less of an owner. And so the key here is take your profits when you can, execute your trading plan. Do not reach for the stars, reach for consistency. Consistent profits month over month over month is how you build a fortune, is how you build wealth, and is how you make it in this industry. Also, close the trade. Like, get out of it. Do not hold that trade if you don't need to. Get out of it and close that trade and take the profits. The big thing here is breaks. So you're not always going to be motivated. You're not always going to be ready to go. When you get up in the morning, you feel like crap. You're on the toilet. Things aren't going your way. You eat the bagel and it just doesn't go down very well. Don't trade. It's better to not trade than to make bad trades, or to sit down at the computer and hate what you're doing, or to sit down and be pressured and be forced into something. It's better to take a break. Sit back, relax, enjoy your day off, book your day off, and just take it to yourself. Like, relax. You do not need to trade every day. You do not need to be on the ball every day. It is better to not trade than to take a trade that you are not comfortable with and that is not a good trade. You will not win every trade, but you need to handle it like a champion. If you are not there one day because you're just not feeling it, try and get up early the next day, get in a little bit more work, a little bit more analysis, and try and figure out how you can improve yourself, how you can learn a little bit more, and how you can identify more opportunities for yourself. The big thing here is the only person that's going to hold you accountable is yourself. The more work you put in, the more work you're going to get out of it, and at some point it's going to break even for you, and that's the point that I'm trying to help you accelerate to. In summary here, your mentality is the most important part. It's better to not make a trade than to make a bad trade. And when you have the profits and you're above where you thought you were going to be, take the profits. Take the profits at every chance you can get. It's better to take the profits and let that stock run than to let it run and lose some of those profits. It's much better to lock in some of those gains. And don't do this if you're not enjoying it. Wait until you do enjoy it. Take a break until you do enjoy it. Take a break until you're reinvigorated. You need to have a passion for this, and if you don't have a passion for it, you should reconsider it, because your mentality going into that chair and going into every single trade is more important than any strategy I can teach you or indicator that I can show you. Your mentality going into this is the most important factor that's going to dictate your success or your failure. So please be careful. Please monitor your own mental health and make sure that you are not overextending your fiscal ability as well as your mental ability to handle what is going on in the markets. If you have your entire portfolio exposed to options, are you going to be able to handle it if there's a crash tomorrow? Probably not. I wouldn't be able to handle it. So I only put small positions in my portfolio into options. Hopefully, as you can see in this course, I do a little bit better than probably the average trader, but that's because I have some experience in it and I'm trying to pass that on to you. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. You need to kind of blend everything that you learn together and come up with your own strategy that best fits your personal needs. But this is all just my advice. Please be careful out there and good luck trading.